It's Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022. We meet every Tuesday morning at 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern Time, and we have a great group of people here, and we welcome more. We always start off our show with testimonials. So we'll start with Kim, then we'll go to Jeannie, then we'll go to Scott, and then whoever else has something. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, so thanks. Good to see everybody. So I had a one-on-one with Andrea, and it was just good, to get to know everybody a little better and just hear about her background and how she got involved with the mortgage company. And yeah, that's just a quick shout out to Andrea.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kim. Jeannie.
Good morning, everyone, and excited to be on this call and to hear Oscar's presentation today. And I love the idea that it's not just about one-to-ones, but it's about the follow-up. So I want to thank Scott for sending the email, letting me know that he is doing what he said he was going to do. And he did say he was going to introduce me to someone. So excited to know that he gave them a call, even though he didn't get a response back. He let me know that he gave them a call and that I was in the forefront of his brain. So, Scott, I thank you for that, and I thank you for the power of this group.
My pleasure, and it's on the calendar again today.
Thank you.
I don't have an individual one. I just want to give a shout out to the group because there's so many networking groups, and most of them, no offense to them, they mean well, but they're just not getting it done, and this has become a staple for my Tuesday mornings. I even have to get up earlier to do my workout before the meeting, which I do. So any way I can help, what I'd like to do is anytime I connect any of you to someone else, I'm happy to host it on the Zoom call. And, I think the next round of one-on-ones I do with all of you, I'd like to actually have you walk me through what you do with prospects, so I'll really understand better and I'll know what to listen for to refer you.
That's a great idea, Scott. That actually is a great way to break the ice with a brand new introduction. I've done that too before. I've actually recommend that to others, that if they're going to introduce me to somebody, I'll say, hey, if you want to hop on, do a three-way Zoom just to break the ice.
I think I got the idea from you, or you said it like in V50 or something like that.
Yeah, and it works well because you're right. Your thoughts should be to have a second face-to-face at some point. So if you have that breaking the ice third party, that could be just your introduction, personal get to know, break the ice, and then on that call you get in your calendars and you make that next appointment, which will be your real first one face-to-face, and the person who introduced can back off, and then the two of you go, and it'll make the second call even more valuable. I found that very effective. So thanks for mentioning that, Scott. Good stuff. Anybody else?
I forgot to mention,
Okay,
Drew,
yes.
Thank you for those 2 referrals. I did get a call back from Jake, and he
good.
signed up with Mailbox Power. So I'm super excited. He didn't hesitate. He saw the value in it right away, and he signed up.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. The other person hasn't gotten back to me yet, but I'll follow up.
David swamped. We haven't even heard from him since our weekend retreat. He's he runs a real estate company, and he's like the operations guy, but he does all the hands-on work in operations. So
Okay.
it may be a while until he remembers to get back to you, but that's okay. I'm glad
Thank
Jake.
you so much.
Jake's awesome. That's going to be great for him. So thanks for working with him. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So without further ado, Scott, your drum roll for the Oscar Capel. Oh, a little more than that. Do a little more. I want to hear like a really
louder.
Louder. We can't hear it loud.
We
Really.
can't.
You can't hear it?
No.
All right. I'm putting the volume up as loud as I can.
Here we go.
Very faint.
Yeah, I don't know what the sound. Yeah, that's okay. We heard something. Go ahead.
I'll go to Guitar Hero, okay?
Maybe a real drum roll next time. You have a drum you have drums in the house?
Actually, my son has a drum set. I'll take the snare out.
All right, that'll be the next time.
I gotta dig it out of the garage.
All right, there we go. Something new next week. All right, Oscar, you're on, man. The floor is yours, sir.
How do I follow that act? Oh man. All right, let me share my screen. And can everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
great. So my name is Oscar Capel. I am your local Legal Shield and ID Shield associate with this group. So a little bit about me. I was a dental technician for 38 years, worked my way up to management, ran a 97-person lab in Costa Rica. Everything was doing great until the place I worked for went bankrupt. So one question that I learned after I lost my job, reading Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, how safe is your job? How safe is your ability to create income if you are 100% dependent on you being able to produce to create income? So that's a little question for you to think about in the meantime. So when I lost my job, I figured I had to do something else because there were no dental technician jobs available in my area. That's why we were in Costa Rica. We had to outsource. So what I did was I retooled, and like 40 million people found out during COVID, you need to find a different way to make an income because jobs are not secure. So I became a certified identity theft risk management specialist and was doing shows and presentations in libraries, inviting local police and learning actually more from the police while we were doing these presentations. I was interviewed on TV. That was a interview about cybersecurity with the internet. It was a really good show. So I became an associate with Legal Shield because Legal Shield provides an important service for individuals, families, and businesses. And ID Shield is part of Legal Shield. So everything kind of gelled together. So now we're looking at the social economic landscape that has changed since COVID. And there was a study put out and saying, what do people need now that we're seeing what's going on with the job market, with all sorts of legal things going on. There are matters of what's the best way to describe it? Well, the tenant landlord dispute, consumer issues going on. So we need to access law firms, and we're doing it now in a different way. One of the things that they did in the study is estate planning, landlord, tenant, family law, and consumer products, as I said, was the reason for the study. So the legal leads among millennials and Gen Z soared in 2021. And I was trying to figure out why that over everybody else. And I pretty much figured out it's because Gen Z have grown up with a device in their hand 24/7. So they do everything from their device. And just like Netflix beat out Blockbuster by making it more affordable, easier to access movies, and that's what I talk about, the legal service, the way legal services have been accessed was expensive, unresponsive, and unaccountable, and you paid by the hour. Like Blockbuster, you rent one movie at a time. So disruptive innovation is what Legal Shield has done. They've been doing it for about 50 years. And that gives you access to a law firm, not just a lawyer, a law firm in the palm of your hand. We say if you have access to your phone, you have access to your firm, not just any firm. In New York, it's Feldman, Kramer, and Monaco. They were a huge organization. They were picked by Legal Shield because they were taking care of the big unions. So they already knew how to do legal services for large groups. This is the way I used it. One of the ways I used it for a consumer issue, my car was fixed. 2 years later, the part went bad and they made me pay for the part, even though I thought that part should not have been just warranted for 1 year. So using the law firm cost me nothing to have this letter sent out, and I got my $500 back from Toyota. Ask your lawyer how much it is to have a consultation and then have them write a letter. It's way over $500. So if I used a regular traditional lawyer, it would have cost me more to have the legal issue resolved than it is to just let it go. So having a law firm in your pocket allows you to do that, and you can restore your rights without going crazy, without looking into your wallet, see if you have enough money. The other great thing we do is the living will healthcare power of attorney is included in the service. So people don't know what to do, how to do it, how much it's going to cost. We've taken the cost away. We've made it very, very easy. since 8 pages is the way you start. A lawyer will call you up if there are any questions and have that resolved. Here's a problem that I'm seeing now, and this supposedly is a conspiracy theory. They are hiring 87,000 new agents with the IRS, and guess who they're going after? They're not going after the Fortune 500 companies. They're going to be going after mom and pop stores, because mom and pop stores don't have a lawyer on call that help them with audits, and we do. So here's another thing that's stressful. Every once in a while, this happens. What do you do when this happens? If you have the Legal Shield app, all you do is push a button, submit the ticket to the law office. The law office will call you, let you know what to do. If it's out of state, they can actually go to the court for you, so you don't have to travel back to that court and resolve the issue for you. It's a small fee for that. 24/7, 365 access to a law firm. If you have kids in college, good idea to have that on your phone. Wrongly incarcerated. Archie Williams spent 39 years in jail for a crime he did not commit. This is what happens when you don't have a good lawyer on your side. The other thing we do, as I said, is identity theft. Identity theft, not protection, because at this point you cannot protect against identity theft. 34 billion records were stolen in the past couple of years, so our information is out there. It's for sale. Article, The Emotional Toll of Identity Theft. You can Google that and you'll see 5 or 6 articles come up immediately. The emotional toll of identity theft, which people don't figure until it actually happens, and then you see how bad it is. There's another article I pulled up, The Emotional Toll of Identity Theft. So way back when we had the Equifax breach, this was what they said. You're going to be looking over your shoulder the rest of your life because of this 147 million record leak. Now we're up to 34 billion. So, our heads are going to be spinning, not just looking over our back. Morgan Wright, the U.S. State Department senior anti-terror advisor when the Equifax leak happened, he was in an interview on the show, and they asked him, what do you do with identity theft? And I fell off my chair when he says, I use a company called ID Shield because they have actual investigators. And that is a key point. Licensed private investigators to do the restoration. This is what you need to do. You have call centers, they're going to tell you numbers to call, people to see. Have someone do it for you. Have a professional do it. Another thing ID Shield does, it puts a circle around your house and lets you know what registered sex offenders, where they are, and see how close they are to where you're living. This membership costs an individual $44.90, $59 family and business. $1 a day, $2 a day to protect your family with identity theft and legal protection. That's the most you'll pay. But since we have member perks and
2
companies,
minutes, Oscar. 2 minutes.
Gotcha.
Oscar.
Companies give us discounts for accessing their products. Just really quick, using the Verizon member perks, I get 8% off, so I get $32.54 off of my bill every month. So I'm paying $29 for the legal, and I get $32 back. That's a pretty good savings. Reputation management, when we do a face-to-face or one-on-one, we'll talk about that, why this is important, especially now when everything we do is digital and all our information is out there. This will see what your footprint looks like out in the digital world. This is a picture that I put up in 1985 that today would not play so well. So have the AI look over all your information and see what is going on there and what you should take off. Get your information removed from data brokers. That's very important. So call me up. I will do a sweep of the dark web for your business and see if there's any potential problems that we should be looking at. Part of every sale that we do goes to Operation Underground Railroad to stop sex trafficking around the world and here in the US, and especially focusing on the children. So that's what I do. In a nutshell, your next step, let's do a one-on-one face-to-face, see what we can do to protect you and your family at a very, very low cost, because bad things happen to good people. My information is here. Back to you, Drew. I am done. Thanks so much.
Oscar, that's fantastic. Anybody have any questions for Oscar? Go ahead, Scott.
Oscar, I know we've had this conversation before, and I love Cindy. She's my legal shield. But I really want to work with you. Is there a way we can do this?
No, I don't recommend doing it, and especially since it's her sale, it's her. I don't need to switch people over to me. What I would do is ask you for recommendations, and I'll go forward with that. But I respect everyone who's done their job and their diligence to create a
No,
customer.
and I totally agree, but here's the thing. You're here. I love Cindy. She's in Georgia. Love her to pieces. But you're in my network. She's not.
So
Is
so-
there a way?
there is, but it's a long 6-month process of dropping out. I'd rather you just call me, ask me the questions you'd ask Cindy, and
Okay.
we're good.
All right.
I'm in the same boat, Oscar.
Wait, wait, one last question. Now that I think about it, I just have Legal Shield with her. Can I sign up with you for the ID Shield?
That you can, correct.
Good. Send me an email later.
You got it.
Yeah, I signed up for, I have a Legal Shield and ID Shield, and for Legal Shield, I have personal and the business. And, the pricing you put that was on your slide there, I'm actually paying $44.90. That's both the individual and the business. So that's a lot
Right.
less than what you had on the slide.
Yeah, there are different different levels, because if you get the personal Legal Shield and
Yeah.
then you have a big business, you will get the business Legal Shield. If you have a personal business, a home
Yeah.
business, or even
that's right.
a brick and mortar business that only your family works, you can get the $14.95 rider, a small
So that's what
business
I
rider.
got.
and get-
I got the rider. Okay. Yeah, and I've already used I used Legal Shield personal for the criminal already, and they were fantastic. And I used it for business when I left my franchise. That's when I tacked on the business, and they were great. So definitely, I have ID Shield, and I just haven't set up my entire account yet because I was paying for WebRoot, like
Mhm.
$50 a year, whatever. So I got to get rid of that. But I have to do all the password stuff. It's awesome. The amount of stuff in ID Shield is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like
I've just touched on little things that we do, but it's
yeah,
like I said, the reputation manager is huge now. If you have kids that are high school or college and you expect them to get a job and move out of the house eventually,
Mhm. Yeah.
make sure their reputation is spotless, because like I said, if they have a job interview on Wednesday and Monday the HR person decides to Google them to see who they are and find out that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they were all having a drunken party, chances are they're not going to get that job on Wednesday. So make sure that your pictures and comments are cleared out until after they get the job.
One more quick thing before Scott goes. You mentioned something about your Verizon Wireless bill. Like, is that just for you because you're an affiliate? Or is that
No,
if
that's
you're a
for
member?
customers. Yeah, member perks is set up
okay.
for customers. So as
So
a
how does that
customer, you
work?
get
Because I have Verizon Wireless. Do I call Verizon Wireless and prove to them?
oh no
I
no,
have
but
ID
on
Shield?
your app you'll see where it
Yeah.
says member perks. Hit that. You sign up with member perks, get your password, all of that done,
wow.
and then you'll be getting emails every month with new special offers on top
Okay.
of what discounts you get. So you can
Great.
save $100 a year in regular in
All
just movies, food, all sorts of fun stuff.
All right, I'll do that. Member perks. Perfect. Scott.
I just wanted to say that, I was part of that Home Depot hack. And it really screwed me up because as usual, I was so busy, I didn't put two and two together. The card they hacked was the one that I used to automatically pay my car insurance. And all of a sudden I had to return plates on both our cars and rent the car from them. I am so freaked out by being hacked a few times that I very rarely use my card. Very rarely. I mean, Drew, the event that you came to a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
I gave them the $200 deposit because I know them, but I paid the rest of the bill in cash because I've just been hacked 3 times, and it's like such a nightmare to have to shut your bank account down and go back up.
And say,
So-
I just want to make one point. What you say is what 90% of people think identity theft is. Yes, there's financial, but it's only 17%. You have
Right.
driver's license, you have medical records, you have, all these other things that don't show up on your credit score, but could have a cop showing up at your door. There's a difference.
Well,
Right.
thanks for what you do.
Yep, absolutely. Anybody else for Oscar? No, all right, we will go to the member spotlights or showcases. All right, so Oscar went with his beautiful presentation. So next on the docket, I think it's me. It is I. So I'm Drew Duraney. I'm Chief Resilience Officer with Profit Compassion. I support men to overcome adversity. I've been through my share of adversity with limited support and guidance. Men don't seek help. We say we're fine, and often we are not. When ready to ask for help, we need a support system that's readily available, somewhere with no judgment. With our Men Supporting Men collaboration tribe, we are curating a community where men can come to share and learn how to build trusting relationships. Men now have a place where we can turn to each other for support. Profit Compassion, supporting you to overcome adversity. Next on is Rare Finds, and I don't think George is here. And Andrea is not here as well. Jeannie is here. So Jeannie, it's all yours.
Good morning, everyone, and I'm really excited about being here. The name of my company is Big Apple Benefits and Savings, and it's for short, it's BABS. My name is Jeannie Asante, and I'm going to talk about affordable health care. I know that sometimes we look at our paycheck and want to know, why is it so low? Or we look at our bank account and go, what happened to the money that we put in there? And then when we investigate, we find out it is because of our health care. And we sit there and we say to ourselves, that is one of our largest bills every single month, except for an electric bill in the summer, right? But that's very short term. This is every single month, right? So we kind of sit there and we say to myself, how are we going to alleviate this? Well, you can. And just call Jeannie, call me, just find out how it can happen. If it can't happen, that's great, but at least you're educated to find out what's going on. Guys, I'm excited to bring up Mohammed back up to the front of the room.
Thank you, Jeannie. Hi, everyone. I'm Mohammed, and I'm your, we can say, exposure specialist. So what I can do is I can help you to identify and quantify your exposures, so you'll be able to know what are you facing in your home, in your regular life, in your day-to-day activities that you do. So in case something came up, you will be ready for with either a policy, or you will be ready for because you already took the right precautions to mitigate the risk. So please, if you have any questions, you can always give me a call, and I'll be more than happy to give free advices. Thank you.
David Quick, Total Cover IT, your IT specialist for business. And what we do here at Total Cover is totally cover your business, making sure you have 24/7 monitoring, on-demand support for both your Mac and PC issues. So yes, we do it all. A typical referral for us would be a professional services firm, like an accounting firm, law firm, architectural engineering type firm. All of those are good referrals for us. In terms of size, anywhere between 10 to 100 employees, but a typical size would be between 20 to 30 or so. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
Good morning, everyone. Scott Lask. I'm the founder and chief investment officer of the Wealth Management Group. We are a boutique independent investment firm. I started it because I knew years ago that the financial advisor model was completely broken. The two areas that Wall Street is not talking to you about is your emotions, greed versus fear, and being aligned with economic policy. Let me prove the point. Is your portfolio literally in the same positions as it was 2 years ago? If so, you have had a lot more pain than you need. Did you also know that you could literally transfer 20% of your risk to someone else and still have upside? Scott Lask, Wealth Management, rock and roll, stay calm. Next up is Kim, I believe Kim Perlstein.
Hi, Kim Pearlstein. I help you demystify the complexities of online marketing. So if you're overwhelmed trying to figure out the best tools for your business, I do specialize in LinkedIn, email marketing, and relationship marketing, direct mail, but I can help you kind of take a look at, what you're doing and see what's working and see what isn't. And I would love to help you with those areas if you're interested. I have a free report on my website if you haven't grabbed that yet, pearlmarkvirtual.com. It's a LinkedIn tips free report. Go ahead and grab that. And I also offer a free trial of Constant Contact email marketing and a way to generate leads for 10 cents each with the direct mail platform. So any of those of interest, reach out and let me know, and we'll have a conversation. Thanks.
Alyssa couldn't make it today. She's in the city, so we'll go to Sean.
Good morning, guys. I'm sorry, please bear with me just trying this out. So, you guys know me as Sam White, but my name is Sean Solis in real life. I am from the Philippines and I am working as an all-around freelancer. All-around meaning I can adapt and use most of the tools that my clients introduce to me. I am very reliable and responsible with my work, and you can just hand over your workload to me and enjoy your well-deserved rest. So, thank you, guys.
Rookie mistake. I had myself muted. Thank you, Sean. Glad you have a card up now, my friend. So Project Scholarship was the creation of the late Dennis Harabin. We're working on keeping this going. Sean is a product of Project Scholarship. The mission of Project Scholarship is to help people go from the classroom to career with less debt. The goal over the next years is to operate the operation as much as possible by students for students. And so that's a wonderful program. We're going to try to keep going. Next on is Relax Social Media, and we've got a video to play with you. That's a benefit that any Relax team person can utilize.
Managing your own social media accounts can be a total pain. It's time-consuming, distracting, and if you're not really good at it, it could ruin your reputation. Relax Social Media takes the stress off your shoulders and lets you focus on what your business does best. We ease your workload by providing high-quality social media management services at an affordable price. Our all-in-one proprietary software streamlines and automates your process. We help you reach your audience with strategies that work to make sure your posts are receiving the engagement they deserve. And you can get all of this in our Platform Plus package, starting at just $99 a month without any contracts. So relax. Stop doing things manually. Start today.
Alrighty. And next up is our wonderful visitor, Kim DiGiacomo.
Sorry, I got to unmute. Hi, everybody. My name is Kim DiGiacomo. My business is KMD Associates. So we help business owners run more efficiently. We show them how to reduce their operating costs, and we show them how to reduce their tax liabilities through overlooked areas of the tax code. We have no upfront costs. So if you want to schedule a meeting and see how we can help you, we'd be happy to talk to you and see how we can save you some money.
Great to have you, Kim.
Thank you.
You guys are going to love Kim. Now we got two Kims. Kims are awesome.
The two Kims. Gotta
The
love
two
it.
Kim. Relax Tax, again, another creation of the late Dennis Harabin. We're still working hard to keep this together. We're keeping the card up just in honor of Dennis. We'll let you know more if we can keep this alive. So I thank everybody for joining us. And listen, if you have people you think can benefit from this group or who can help people in this group, please invite them next Tuesday. Upcoming speakers, August 30th, and you certainly don't want to miss this. It's our own Sean Solis giving us a Relax Teams 101, trying to help us be the best members we can be. We'll go through the playbook and he'll answer any questions. On September 6th, Michelle Adams will be speaking. She's our resident real estate individual. And we have an open slot on September 13. And I'll throw this out there. If Kim D becomes a member, we will have Kim present on September 13th. So. And next, what do we have next there, Sean?
Drew, end of live stream.
Oh, that's the end of live streams. See, this is why I needed Sean to be front and center, because I tend to forget things. I'm getting old. That's the end of our live stream, everybody. We thank you all for coming. Please invite visitors. We are a fun group, and as you can see, we are human because we do mess up every now and then. So I thank you again for joining. This is Relax Teams, Northern New Jersey. We meet every Tuesday morning, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and have a wonderful